Hey guys, Jen here from Nails by Jen. Welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome to my channel. So today's video is going to be a studio or a nail studio vlog type of video. So I have a lot of organizing to do today. I'm actually going to be reorganizing my room and moving some of the furniture around. I'm going to be reorganizing some of my drawers. I have a bunch of items over there in that corner right there from Amazon that will also be in a haul video from Amazon, which will go up before this video. So if you haven't checked that video out yet, go do that. And I have a new cart from Michaels that I purchased that I want to organize with my props and a bunch of stuff that I have in my closet. So you'll get a little inside peek of what my closet looks like in here. And I have some cleanup to do, some swatch stick organization that I have to do. Nothing too huge in those two departments. That part will be very quick. But yeah, if you want to hang out with me today and just kind of see what it's like on a Sunday in the nail room, keep watching. As always, guys, don't forget to click that like and subscribe for me. If you have any questions or comments, leave them below and let's get started. Okay guys, so before I get started, I just wanted to give you a little peek at what the nail room looks like currently, because like I said, I am going to be moving a little bit of furniture around. Just a couple of items. I'm hoping that it'll function for me a little bit better. So this is my little office area. So over here, I used to have coffee and hot chocolate and treats, and with COVID, we can't have that anymore. So I'm actually going to move this whole unit to the other side of the room. I might put the couch over here. I'm not 100% sure yet. But before I get started on all that stuff, I do have some cleanup to do. I did my cousin's nails this morning. She's finally getting to celebrate in some type of a way for her grade 12 grad. With COVID, obviously, that stuff all got put on the back burner. So she was very excited to get her nails done for that today. And then I have some swatch stick stuff that I have to do. Nothing major over here. It's going to only take a few minutes. And then I will get into all of the organization stuff. So just before I get started with the cleanup, I wanted to share a couple of things with you. So you know how when you cannot reach the bottom of your top coat, the brush just will not reach, and you know that there's still some in there? I actually will save those bottles. I put them aside, and when I have like 3 of them, I will actually stack them and just let them sit sort of overnight like this. So as you can see, they just sit perfectly on top of each other. And then what obviously is in this one will drain into this one. Now, the one thing you want to make sure is that you put your lid for the brush, or for the bottle, excuse me, somewhere in a drawer. I just have mine sitting here because if it is out anywhere near sunlight, obviously the brush will harden, the gel will cure, and then your brush will be no bueno. So just a little tip for you guys, instead of wasting the top coat, I absolutely hate that when you cannot reach it with your brush, but just make sure you tip all of the stuff out of the one bottle into the other and you'll have a lot more to use. So the other thing that I wanted to mention to you guys, because I've had a couple of questions in regards to my vacuum system. So as you can see, my vacuum hose is sitting on top of my desk right here. So I have this cupboard that my uncle and my dad built to match and go along next to my Alex drawers, and it just opens up here on the side. And underneath is where I have my shop vac. I recently had to purchase another one. It is the exact same one that I used to have, but my other one lasted me like 10 years. So that's pretty good for the amount of nail dust that goes into that thing. So as you can see, the hose comes out here. And then there's just a hole that they drilled in the side of the wall, and then that's where the hose comes up on top. So I recently went to my local vacuum store, it's called the Hillbilly Vac Shack, and asked them if they had some type of a clip, because I had Googled if there was some type of clip for the hoses, and this is what I found online, and they gave it to me for free. And so basically I'll show you how I use it when it comes time to using it with a client. It's pretty easy. When it comes time to using it for a client, I just pop it out of its little holder there, and I just slide it over here. And then I actually end up resting my hand on the vacuum with my left hand that holds the client's fingers. And then my other hand obviously would be using the drill. And then when I'm done, I just simply slide her back. Pretty easy. My Swatch stick system is still just the ring system, and I literally am planning on changing all of my gel polishes to the Madame Glam, so I'm just kind of working on that right now. So I put all of the new Madame Glam ones that I got just all on this one Swatch stick, and none of the other ones even have actual proper labels on them. So this is going to be a project for another day. I do just want to get another hook like this and put it either next to it, or I thought I could utilize that space right there and somehow do it, but that is going to be for another day. I would love to hear from you guys. I know that Talia uses lipstick holders for her Swatch stick system, but I would love to see how you guys do it. If you guys on Instagram can tag me in your Swatch sticks displays, excuse me, and let me know how you guys display your Swatch sticks. So the next thing on my list is I have to take the Swatch sticks and cut the tips off and place them on the little cards in my little card system. So this is just where I keep different designs that I've done or that I've worked on. It is not the most perfect way, obviously, to do them because there's no lid or anything, and there are actually containers out there. I've seen them on Amazon that have like little slats for plastic cards like this, and then you just stick your tips on them. But this is what I have done for mine. So I have to cut those tips off, stick them onto an empty card, and stick them in the bucket. And next, I have to make some labels for the Swatch sticks that I created while I filmed my new Madame Glam fall colors. Alright guys, so like I said, I'm going to actually move this item over here, that unit, over to this side. So I'm going to remove that from there and I'm going to put that somewhere over on this side. And I did measure and it should fit perfectly under my little creepy cubby doorknob. Now, one thing I will say that I have been looking for, and I've gone to Walmart twice, I've gone to 3 different Walmarts, is I'm wanting to get a garbage can with a lid, like a white one, because I just hate the garbage bags. I hate how they look, and also I think it'll help just keep the smell down because, you know, pour acetone in there or anything like that. It'll help to keep the smell down, but I haven't been able to find one yet, so I'm going to keep looking for that. But yeah, let's get into moving some of the furniture around. So I think this is going to function way better for me because I have items in these boxes that I'm always having to go get. And this way I don't have to walk across the room to get them. I can just get them here. I do have these baskets over here, which are alphabetized, and they actually carry envelopes with my clients' files in them. And I really wanted to put them on this side so I don't have to constantly reach up and over to get them from the back. So I'm gonna try to put them over here and see if I can stack them somehow, just so that I have an easier reach for them, but this is going to function for me way better. I do have to also label these boxes because half the time I don't remember which box has which item, and then I have to open all of them. So that's also on my list of things to do today. Not loving how the boxes are. If I'm going to keep them there, I would actually end up putting the alphabet labels that are on the front. I'll make new ones and put them on the side so that I can see them better. But the other thing I was thinking was I could find a way to store them in my closet, and then every morning just look at who's on my client list for that day and take all of those files out and place them on the side. I think I'm going to like that better. I just have to find a way to organize them and put those buckets in my closet. Okay, you guys, I'm feeling super overwhelmed right now because I have like 50 different things that I need to do. So I still want to move the couch. I have all the organization items that I purchased on the Amazon haul that I need to implement and put into my drawers and on top of my drawers. I have the new cart that I bought that I need to organize all of my props and things like that. So, and I have to organize my closet because I really don't like these baskets there. Honestly, I just don't like them at all. So I do really want to see if I can find a way to put them in that closet. So this is probably going to be a very long video, but just full disclosure, I'm feeling like a nutcase right now. Okay, so I think the next thing I'm going to do is just move the couch and see how I like it over there. And then I have to obviously, you know, utilize these decorative items and put them on that little shelf. As you could see, I have a ton of frames that I don't have room for on my walls. Because if you noticed when we came into the room, I have peak ceilings, so I lose a lot of wall space. Now I did research and there are ways to hang things on an angle. So I'm going to try to look into seeing if I can find them. I forget what they're called, but there's some kind of a hook because these are my magazine articles that I was in from the Nails magazine. And I really do want to display them. I hate that they're not being displayed, but these frames are extremely heavy, first of all, so I may even have to get new frames. But anyways, I'm going to move the couch next. Okay guys, what do you think? I think I like it much better like this. So I am going to hang these somehow on this open wall space now, which is awesome because I really wanted to get those things hung up there. So that is great. So next I'm going to work on the top of my desk over here and putting up my new brush holder. Okay guys, so I am finally going to be using this item. It's a makeup brush holder, but I'm going to put it where this guy used to be or is. So this is actually from Michaels and I do really like it, but I just like the idea of having that clear acrylic container. So I'm going to test it out and I'm really crossing my fingers that it's going to work out for me. I'm hoping that I can put actually all of these brushes in the container because I like this thing, but it's kind of a pain in the butt all the time to have to unzip it and open it and all that stuff. So I'm hoping I can put all of my nail art brushes in there. Crossing my fingers. So let's get into it. guys, so I'm actually thinking that I need to get something else as well, because as you can see, like I had this little, there's a little drawer, I'll just put this up here for you guys. There's a little drawer here that I have a ton of little things, and honestly they're things that I don't really use, so I can just put them away somewhere that I don't need to use them. But this stuff I do use. This is my primer, my monomer. I have alcohol and acetone in these. My cuticle oils, my tweezers, which I'm hoping I can fit in one of these little drawers. I have an extra dust brush. This is the one that I use to dust off sugar nails because it's a little harder of a bristle. And this is my rhinestone glue, which I can put back in my drawer. So I might need something else for the side here. So I have here my prep solution. This is just plain alcohol, so I don't technically need this pump. And then this is just a wipe. I do like how the desk is way more clean. And there's not a bunch of stuff on it, and generally this is actually pushed back farther, but because of my air conditioner I had to move my desk forward. So yeah, I still have a little more organizing to do in regards to this. And if you guys have a clear acrylic container that you really like, that might sit next to this better, because I could always line these up here, not a problem, and I'd still have quite a bit of space to utilize here. Let me know in the comment section if you have any clear acrylic container recommendations. And on a side note, these are all brushes that I really don't use. So I have another container in those cube boxes. I know I have another container or two in there that have brushes that I don't really use, but I have them as backup, or maybe I bought extras of a certain brush that, you know, I thought, well, I really like it, so I'm gonna have to go through those cubes and see what's all in there as well. But you know, this is what happens when you're a brush whore. You just have tons of brushes. I still have this guy that I need to find a place for. I actually might just break it in half and shove it in here. Okay, and the other things that I want to put in here are my wipes. So I currently just have them in my drawer here. So I'm gonna shove those in there. I can fill it up a little bit more. And then I have, because I started using Young Nails, and their little protein bond bottle I think will fit perfectly. Yep, it'll fit in there. And then I have this one called Linkage, which it doesn't really fit. I have to figure out a way to get it in there. Oh, there we go. So, and then I have my little C-curve clips too. So I'm going to shove those in here as well. So that's not too bad. So the other thing that I bought, or one of the other things that I bought on Amazon, was this clear acrylic brush holder. And I really do like it, but the problem is that it's in the way of my drills. So I have this little container here that I normally have my phones in. I have my black and white gel stamping polish here as well, just sitting, because that's the one, those are the ones that I reach for the most. And then I have my little dapping dish, and generally when I'm working on a client I put their little dust brush in there as well, and then I just have my brushes. But because it's getting in the way of my drill and I'm knocking it over, or when I move my lamp I end up knocking it over, I think I'm going to move this to the other side by that other acrylic container, and then I'm going to put this. And another tip that I have for you guys is I actually stick everything down so it doesn't move with sticky tack. So I'm going to have to pry this off, and then I'm going to use sticky tack to stick this down. Now that clear acrylic container that I just put over there, the makeup brush holder, it is so heavy and it has rubber feet on it, so you don't have to worry about that. But yeah, if you guys are ever needing to stick something down or you don't want it moving around, just use sticky tack. And if your sticky tack tends to get, like, this stuff's pretty old, it's kind of like dough, so you just want to like knead it a little bit, pull it apart, mix it together, and it'll work perfectly fine again, and it'll be all perfectly sticky. Guys, so I just moved this little container over here, and like I said, normally I have both my work and my personal phone. So usually my work phone sits in front because that's the one that I, you know, need to pay attention to the most. But I could put my bottles of primer and cuticle oil, which I don't even use this one right now, so I can put that in the drawer away. And my rhinestone glue, I can put this little guy in there. And I don't think anything else, but I could find something else. I'm actually looking into the Lazy Susan that Talia was using, because this unfortunately will not fit, and I do need that to go somewhere. I don't really want to put it on top of here because I'm worried that if it drips, it might wreck the container, because this is my monomer. But for now, I may just put it there. And then I only have my tweezers to put away, so that one will fit in there. I don't think the long one will, but the long one I could just put right there in the middle. Perfecto. So then really all I have left is the alcohol pump, which I don't even need, and just my acetone one. And to be honest, I actually prefer these, so I might just order another one of those from Amazon. And then my hand sanitizer, which I can put that anywhere. I could put that over on that side. And then I just have to empty this, but again, this is just like junk stuff that I really don't use. Extra dust brushes and cuticle pushers and things like that. So I think this is going to work out pretty awesome. I may not even need the Lazy Susan, but I kind of like the idea of the Lazy Susan for all of my preps and stuff right here on the end, just being able to spin it around. So I'm just waiting to hear back from Talia right now. Where she purchased it from, because I looked on Amazon and I could not find one. All of this stuff that is sitting on the end of the desk right now is stuff that I still have to find a home for, but I'm just going to put it there for now. And I am actually going to work on the Michaels cart, and all of this stuff here is my props and stuff, and then I need to get into that closet and organize the stuff that's in there. And yes, people, I have a blush pink vacuum. They came out with what is it called, a special edition or something like that. It is a little Bissell. I am so mad that I didn't buy another one because they were $25 Canadian, super cheap. So I will, at the end of everything, I'm going to vacuum my room because there's tons of dust and glitter on the floor. All right, you guys, so this is my little closet. So it actually has my clothing in it, and I do normally have a couple of lights up there, but the batteries are dead. It actually has a little switch there, but I have a bunch of nail stuff down here that I need to organize, and that's where I'm planning to put the rolling cart that I just got. And I have my ring light in here as well. So I'm going to pull all of this stuff out. I'm going to try to organize that cart, and then I'm going to slide her in there. So I have a lot of stuff that I need to fit in this cart. This I do not need to fit in the cart, I don't think, but if I can, I will. I have to go through some of this stuff, but it's this item, these items here, this bag, these boxes, and then I have my old hand rest and then my old lamp that I'm actually going to just put in the garage because they don't need to be up here. But all of this stuff has to fit in there. At Michaels today because in those blue containers or boxes, they're actually from IKEA, are extra glitters, extra little jars that I use to like custom mix colors. I think there might be some other random stuff in there. So I bought this container at Michaels, and obviously the matching one. And they should fit, yes, I measured them, and they should fit in here. So if they would have had the same size in the blue, I would have, but they only had this small one. And then I picked up a couple of bouquets that were on sale because the spring stuff is 70% off. So I think I don't even know what I paid for these, but they were regular 14 bucks or whatever. Yeah, $13.99, and I got them for 70% off. So these will be nice to add to my background collection. So what I'm thinking I'm going to put in these guys is all my extra glitters and my little containers. Okay, you guys, so I just realized that these IKEA ones actually fit quite perfect in here. So instead of using those other ones, I'm going to take those back, get some money back, and I will just reorganize these a little bit. I think what I'm going to do for the floral items, I have a bunch of these vases in my garage. So I was thinking I could put the vases in here and then set the floral stems and pieces in the vases. So the cart fits pretty amazing in here. It's exactly the right width. It's not sticking out too far. They are getting just slightly squished, which I'm not sure that it's going to affect them too much. So I might still play around with the flowers just a little bit to get them to sit a little bit lower, just so they're not getting squished on top. Guys, so I found a couple of Lazy Susans on Amazon. They're not quite like Talia's are, but I'm thinking for what I need now, I don't need the ones with a compartment. I think I just need like it's just like one compartment. It doesn't have all the different sections. So I'm actually gonna head to Bed Bath & Beyond to see if I can find one. She did say she found hers at HomeSense, but the likeliness of finding one there is probably slim to none. So I'm gonna head out to Bed Bath & Beyond and check if they have one, and if not, I will just order the one from Amazon. The reason I'm not ordering the one from Amazon right off the bat is because even with Prime, it's still gonna take a couple of days, and I'm just too impatient, so I'm heading to Bed Bath & Beyond. So Bed Bath & Beyond had one, but I didn't quite like it. It was thicker, which was nice, or deeper, I should say, but it had handles, like holes for your hands, which I didn't like. And so I ran over to the HomeSense that was close to the Bed Bath & Beyond, and they didn't have anything. So I'm just gonna order the one from Amazon. It says it'll be here in 5 days, and I will just have to film that portion of the video when it comes in. Guys, I have been working on this project for 6 hours now. I look crazy. Like my hair is even everywhere. Good morning, guys. So I actually did not end up getting back into the nail room the next day. It is now a week later. It is the next weekend. So it is currently, what time is it? 5:30 in the morning. So I am going to get up there. I need to finish organizing this room. I'm gonna make some coffee, and I'm going to be making, so I wanted to show you guys, I actually made labels for my alcohol, my acetone, and my prep bottles. So I'm just gonna show you here. I'll just tilt this up a little bit. So one thing that came in the mail, which I already opened because I forget what I order sometimes. So my little Lazy Susan came in from good old Amazon. I'm excited about that. It's just a clear Lazy Susan. It does have a little bit of like detail on the bottom, which is kind of nice. So just got to take that sticker out, but I think this is going to be the absolute perfect size. So I just quickly had a bath this morning, threw the hair in a little bun, put a little bit of makeup on. And then I also, because I only had 2 of these bottles, I showcased them in my top 5 favorites for July, and they're 500 milliliter bottles, but I wanted another one because I have one for prep, I have one for alcohol, and I wanted one for acetone because If you haven't watched that video, go check it out. It goes into a little more detail why I love these bottles. But I wanted to put cute labels on them rather than just using my like label maker that I use for my Swatch sticks. So I YouTubed just like a DIY label video, and I found one. So I'm actually going to do a video on that as well to show you how I did them. And these are the words that I printed out. I know they're like showing backwards in the screen. And then I just need packing tape. So I'm going to do that this morning as well. Put the labels, sorry, I feel like I'm so out of breath. I don't know what's going on, but maybe it's because it's 5:30 in the morning and I'm not quite awake yet. So I don't generally drink coffee. Not a huge coffee drinker, but because I don't drink coffee often, if I need a little kick of energy, that's all I have to do is like make like an iced coffee, drink that baby down, and it is like jet fuel. So I am hoping that I will be able to get through the rest of that room organization, finish the drawers, finish the cubes, hang my photos, and film the whole thing for you guys, because I have a girlfriend coming over at like 2 o'clock with her little girls. I'm painting their toes or their fingers. I'm not sure which ones, or maybe both. So anyways, I'm gonna make some coffee. I'm going to get these labels on my bottles, and then I'm gonna head up to the room and finish up for you guys. So here are the labels that I made on the tape. So I'm actually just going to transfer them from this wetter paper towel to a dry one, just to help them dry a little quicker so that I can get them on my bottles. I have a bottle like this one right here. I have 3 of them, so I am going to do that and then finally head upstairs. Okay guys, so we're gonna get into the unit that's on the left of my side, and it is an Alex drawer unit, as I mentioned. So the top drawer carries all of my top coats. So these are like extra top coats or extra cuticle oils, foil gels or foil glues, a bonder I have to try. These over here are the ones that I use on a regular basis. So this is the one that I'll oftentimes use just in videos. It's an old one that I don't use on clients, but I'll use it in tutorials. I have my 2M matte top coat that I love. I recently got the Madame Glam Soak Off, so I've been using this whenever I've been using the Madame Glam gel polishes. And of course, my good old trusty Young Nails, #1 for me on clients. I love this one. And then these are all my e-file bits, and then my little dust brushes. So I have, I think 8 or 10, or I can't even remember, of these. So I use these individually on each client. When I'm done with the client, they go in the dirty container here. And then I've got a few packs of forms. So back here I keep buffers, and I just have this little pack here of, they're like little pipe cleaners that you use to clean out your e-file handpiece. I haven't actually even used them, but, or maybe I did once. So I have those in there, and then I just have some buffers. I do not love the yellow ones, but I ran out of my white ones, and I have like 100 of these. So I want to reorganize this, so I'm gonna start by taking everything out of here. Okay, so I want to get into trying to configure how I'm going to put these new containers in here. So I'm just taking the little inserts out, and I have no idea how I want to put them in here, but I do know that I need, so I'm trying to remember when I did the math how they're supposed to fit. I think it went something like so. Yeah, that's how I kind of had them planned. And then you could, wait a minute, you guys, something's not right. Because when I measured, they were supposed to fit perfectly from front to back together. And they do not. So, somebody lied to me. So, okay, I'm gonna put 2 in here for now, like so, and just see what I need. So the one thing though is that I do want to have my implements, my clean implements, still in these containers because they are sealed. So I do want to keep my clean stuff in these containers here. Actually, this one goes on the bottom, this one goes on the top. that drawer, not so bad. I'm kind of digging it. Things will still kind of move around a little bit, but I do like that I have room at the back for a couple of more, or at least one more full pack of forms. I could shove those in the back there. So yeah. And even if I got an extra top coat or some new top coats or something like that, I could also kind of shove them in the back there or just move this thing around, because essentially I only need to have room for 6 every day. So liking that drawer so far. So this next drawer, again, I don't really think I'm going to reorganize it. The only thing, everything fits so perfectly in here, as you can see. Like nothing really moves around. Everything is pretty good, and I don't think that, like, I don't know if I could try to put this in there. And this is my foil. So if you watched my first room tour, desk tour video, you would have seen how I store all of my foils. So I got these containers at the Dollarama here, and I just keep them rolled up. When I need some, I take it out, snip a piece, put this back, keep that piece on the desk ready for the client. So I have all of my multicolored ones here, my silver ones, the blues, purples, pinks, greens, and then here I have like florals and more like prints. And I love these containers, and as you can see, they fit very, very well in this drawer. So that's that drawer. So that was actually pretty easy. I kind of like how it looks. There's still some room on the side here to add some things if I needed to. I've currently shoved my black Swatch sticks, the short regular ones, and my clear ones in 2 of these containers that are identical to these containers, but I also have my Stiletto Swatch sticks that I want to put in here as well. So what I'm going to do is take all of the products out of here, because they don't need to be in here. These are all the new stuff. Like when I get new stuff, I like to keep it on hand so that I can use it on clients. So I had purchased this little unit for something else, and so I think what I'm going to do is stack all of the new stuff and keep it here, and that way too it's visible for clients and they'll say like, "Ooh, what is that?" And then I can use it all on them. So I'm going to do that first. I was trying to organize it so that it looked pretty, but I actually will be putting this stuff away because it's not super new anymore. I will leave this like this for now. Now it opens up this guy for my Stiletto Swatch sticks. So the next drawer that I wanted to tackle is my top drawer in the larger Alex drawer unit. Again, it's on my left side. So this is where I hold my files, all of my core powders. I have some tips and things in here. These are the little key or rings for the tips, business cards. Okay, so here are my 3 containers of the Swatch sticks. I've got the stilettos, I have the regular ones, and then the like clear and the regular black. So those have to go in this drawer. So I'm going to start by taking everything out like I did with the last drawer, and then we will go from there. Okay. Now let's get into configuring these containers. Let me just look on the right side of me, because I can't remember if I needed some for the right side of my desk. Okay, so I just checked my other drawer, and I am going to need some containers for there. So for now, I am going to leave these in here because, well, you guys, I will say these ones do fit absolutely perfect lengthwise. All of the big ones fit so nicely. So I'm going to start putting stuff in here before I fill the top part. The other thing that I love is with my other containers, because they were smaller like this, these ones went so far in the back that I couldn't tell what was in them. So with these, I can just simply drag them forward, right? And you know what? These ones actually fit so nicely in the front, so I may still also use I think I only have 2 of these ones. No, I have 4 of them, so I may actually use those in the front still also. Onto the right side now. So it's again another Alex drawer unit. This one has 5 drawers, so I'm just going to go into the second drawer, which is kind of a junk drawer slash personal drawer. So it is very dusty and dirty. I need to clean this so bad, and plus go through all of the junk. It's like a junk drawer in your kitchen. So I have change in here, obviously if clients need some change, so I have that. This is just some budgeting stuff that I do. It's personal stuff. I have my remote. I have a hole puncher because I have a program with my clients that every 10th one you get $10 off. So they have punch cards that I punch for them. Pens, lip gloss, gum. This is my book that I showed in my Amazon haul video. I have that back here for client booking. So I'm going to take everything out. My vacuum hose won't reach over here, so I will just have to wipe it out with Lysol wipes. And then I will try to stick some of these new containers in here and organize them. Top drawer carries just some Kleenex and my gloves, so I've got those. I'm just going to take them out of here. Also carries my little vet tape that I usually have a roll, but that roll was empty. I just finished taking these off, so I cut them into strips, and that's what I use to wrap my fingers. I also have a ton of like files that I either got as samples or things like that, and these are files that I use for buffers that I'll use when I'm doing tutorials. I use these. And again, a couple of just random pieces of buffers. And then in the back, I have a little container, and it has some electrical tape. I'll use this sometimes for striping. I actually have striping tape that I got. This was just an old tip that we used to have get-togethers, and we did some kind of like art one time. So I had it glued somewhere, it's tacked somewhere, and it came off. So I just threw it in here. And then I just have some sanding bands or arbor bands. And well, guess what? Another hair elastic that I don't need in here. So I don't actually use these on clients, but I still have just in case. So these I have, and I think that is it. So. Okay, perfect. And there's my vet tape. Awesome. So the roll of vet tape will actually fit in here perfectly as well. It's like that exact size. So even if I had to throw these ones over here, yes, loving it. So the next thing that I need to do is go through these cubes, and now that I know everything that is going to be in these cubes, I have to label them so that I know what is in each individual box. So I am going to start with this guy. What is in here is my buffers, my masks, extra wipes, which I need to pull one out and put it into my tall drawer there on my left side. And vet tape, again, I need to pull one of those out for my drawer. But yeah, pretty much that is it in here. Masks, vet tape, wipes, and buffers. So I'm going to go into the bottom one here on the right next. This one has my binder for my decals. This is another little book of decals. Has a little box here, and it has glass files and orange wood sticks. Just a bunch of random stuff. There's mesh for doing like mermaid nails. I've got extra swatch sticks, some tips. There's files in the bottom. Sponges, micro swabs, and all of these boxes down here are all extra brushes. So this one's gonna have a big list on it. All right, so let's go into the top one here on the left and see what I've all got in there. I've got vacuum bags, bunch of pump bottles, dust brushes, brush holders, drawer liner. What else? Let's see what's in the bottom here. Oh, little baggies and bottles. So again, it's gonna have quite a large label, but that's okay. All right, and last but not least, I'm gonna go into that bottom left one. Okay, so I have magazines. These are the tip books with all the tips are here. I'm gonna see if I can actually put those inside the books. And I've got an old extra chair cover, some little signs, that little toad party book, aprons. So not too much in here. So now I just gotta put the labels on the boxes. Super easy. So far, everything is working out, everything is looking good. I just have to run to Walmart for a couple of things. So over here, I have my swatch sticks, but they are so full that I actually want to get another one of those hooks. Now, I don't want to, I'm not sure if I want to put it behind me right there next to it, or if I want to stack them over here. So what I'm trying to think about stacking them over here is I have this picture down here that says, "Make today amazing." And I really love this photo. So I was thinking I could actually lean it against the wall over there, move the swatch sticks over here, and that would just be something nice for the clients to look at. And then also, I am still looking for a garbage can with a lid. So I am going to go to Walmart really quickly. I'm going to take you guys with me and see if I can find both of those items. Okay, so I need one with a lid, and I think I want the same one that's in my kitchen. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this one is the one that's in my kitchen. So I'm gonna get this one. They do have a smaller one here, but I fill mine pretty much every week, so I'm gonna get this guy. And they have the hooks that I was looking for, but now I notice they have white, and I'm wondering if I should get two white ones or just another silver one. I think I'm just gonna stick with the silver just to save money. If they had gold, that would be amazing, but they don't, so silver it is. Okay guys, so I have taken all of my swatch sticks off of here. I am going to move this one and add the second one over to the other side. And I am going to put that picture that says "Make Today Amazing" here. I'm still able to easily access the swatch sticks by reaching, so not going to be a problem there. So that's what I'm going to do next. Okay, so as you can see, I hung the frame and it is sitting in the middle of the hanger on the back, but it's crooked. So the reason that it's crooked is because my house is very old and it's a little bit slanted. So even if I try to adjust it, it is still going to, well, actually that's not, oh, that's actually pretty good. But I was telling you guys that I used sticky tack for so many things. So one of the things that I use sticky tack for is in an instant like this, I actually will tack the bottom of the frame to the wall. So what I will do is take this frame and I will grab a little piece of sticky tack and stick it to the bottom of both sides. And then I'll hang the frame where it should be. And then I'll just press that little bit of sticky tack in. And then it won't move. So, there you go. Tip of the day for you. Okay, so now the last thing to do is hang these photos. I do have to fix this one and this one because you can see the actual certificate kind of slid around in here. So I have to take them apart, re-glue those down, and then I'm going to figure out how I'm going to organize it. And I think that's honestly the last thing I need to do. Okay guys, so I'm finally going to give you a little tour of the nail room and how things are set up now. It's a little bit different. It really does not seem like I moved that much to take me as long as it did, but I'm going to start over here. So that shelving unit that I moved over to that side used to be over here with coffee and treats and everything, like I said. And now that it was an open space, I wanted to hang some of my photos. So I did not hang this guy because I struggled so hard to get those two big ones up on the wall that I thought, you know what, my dad's going to be here this weekend. I am going to ask him if he has an easier way or a better way to do that one because I am over it. But that one I'm thinking will go right underneath those two there. So now it's nice, I actually have everything on the wall that I normally had on the wall downstairs. So then this little cubby, or I guess it's a little nightstand, actually used to be over on the other side as well, under my TV. So I have that there. That basket is for clients' purses and personal items. So when they come, I put their stuff in there and then I can clean it after. And Mika has a little bed down there, but that I believe is going to change. She doesn't even use it. I just have it there just in case. So the couch did stay. I originally tried to move it over there. I did not like it, so it stayed there. And the desk pretty much stayed the same. Nothing changed on top of the desk or where the desk is, but it changed inside. And then I do love having this here. I absolutely love being able to go into these boxes and get the things that I need without having to go across the room. So I'm going to open up my closet and show you now what that looks like. So I do have my clothes and stuff in here, so you're kind of getting a sneak peek into my personal life a little bit here, but it's pretty tidy actually, not too bad. So I just have my ring light, my tripod, and then my new cart. So I'm just gonna wheel this out and show you guys what I all did with the cart. So what's in those boxes are my clients' nail files. So I put all of their nail files in individual envelopes and they are labeled with their names. So I'm really loving it. I used this system last week or this week. And so basically what I do in between each client, because they're not allowed to enter my home until I say so anyways with COVID. So I have time to clean and everything. So I will put the old file away from the previous client and then I will just pull out the next one. So I am absolutely loving that these are put away. I hated them on top of my desk. And then I just have those blue boxes. I just left those boxes and put them in there. And then of course, you know, I have just some ornaments and things like that. Oh, you guys, I wanted to show you these. I got these at Dollarama. They're super cute little pumpkins. They're like plastic, I think, but $3.50. I found those the other day. And then I have all my flowers on top. So this thing is obviously very full, as you can see. There is no room for anything else. It fits absolutely perfect under my shelf, so I love that. But what I was going to say about the whole area where Mika's bed is, as I start growing my prop collection, that cart is going to have to be switched out for seasons. So after fall, I'm going to probably have some Christmas stuff, and then I'm not going to know where to put that fall stuff. So I am going to be looking for some type of boxes or bins or something that will slide under there. I would prefer something with lids so that I can store all of the items that I'm not using for the season. So when Christmas comes, I'll put all the fall stuff in there, and then I would have all summer, spring, etc. So if I can find 3 boxes, that means that 3 out of the 4 seasons can go in and under that couch, and the season that I'm currently in can go in the cart. So you guys pretty much already saw how I did the drawers, but I'm just going to go through them one final last time. So the top drawer has my gloves, my Kleenex, my vet tape, the vet tape that's already cut up, and then in the back I just have all those files and arbor bands that I would use for tutorials. The second drawer is where I would keep my money, my remote control, pens, pencils, my hole punch, cards, business cards, gum, my book, and then I have this little phone holder here as well, my client information book. Now these drawers I didn't alter because I didn't need to, but this is the drawer that has all of my acrylic paints in it. This is another pack of acrylic paints. I have some bowls that I will use to soak off nails of clients who want removals. I have this little pack of toe separators. I don't even remember where I got it, but I just threw it in here for some reason. This is not a pretty drawer. I mean, let's be real, but it holds all my paints. And then these drawers have my glitter. So I have all my glitter in these containers, which I love these containers, you guys, and Michaels has discontinued them. So Michaels has new ones. I did post them in another video, the ones that, I think it was my Shop With Me video. I posted the new containers that Michaels are carrying. They are significantly smaller in size. I don't know if the pots are the same amount, but they're very skinny and tall, and the containers are smaller. But those exact same containers were at the dollar store for 4 times less. I believe they were like 16 something at Michael's and $4 at the dollar store. So I may have to in the future convert all of these containers to the new ones because I cannot find them. Michael's just doesn't sell them anymore. I did find one on Amazon, but it was like $30, so I'm not about that life. And then I just have some tips in here. I really don't use tips, but I did buy some of the Glitter Bells ones. I have a video of me using those on myself. I have some Amazon ones, and I just keep elastics around the containers so they don't slide open. And the bottom drawer is more glitter. So the top drawer, or this drawer here with the glitter, has all of my different colors. So it's like red, green, orange, yellow, pink, blue, blah, blah, blah. And then the bottom drawer has all of my newest glitters that I have not organized yet. I've just put them in. They're all just together, so they're not organized by color. And it has also my mixed glitters, so my colors that, my glitter mixes that have multiple colors in them are in here. And also I have like silvers, golds, whites, rose golds, that type of thing. Those are the glitters that are in here as well. Moving on to the left side. Again, as you guys saw, I reorganized this top drawer, so I have all my top coats, buffers, e-file bits, implements, dirty implements, clean implements, and then these over here are my little dust brushes, the top coats that I use every day, and my drill bits that I use every day, extra drill bits, that kind of thing. And second drawer, you guys seen, I didn't change anything. These are my stamping plates, and in here are all my pigments. third drawer, I only changed this container here, but I do like it. I do love how everything is separated. I am going to say again, you guys, I absolutely love that these containers have the option to customize them and put these little slats in them, or slots, or whatever you want to call it, to separate the little compartments. I do absolutely love those. And then again, I have my foils. These containers are from Dollarama, and I have all of my foils in here, and then just some other art items. And again, the bottom drawer is all of my tall stuff. This is a Alex drawer from IKEA, and it is the one that you would normally put file folders in. So it has that big tall bottom. It's just perfect for all of your gallons. And then over here on the top of my desk, so this is that brush holder container that I filled up. I absolutely love it. Again, I've been using it all week. I moved over my little phone holder, and I have my primer, my nail glue. I use this dust brush when I'm doing sugar nails because it's just a lot harder, so I can really get that sugaring off, or that glitter off. And my cuticle oil, my little button for my vacuum. It still holds 2 of my phones, and I still have my white and my black stamping polish. And yes, I'm loving this brush holder. Yeah, everything fits so good. I absolutely love it. I didn't have any issues during the week using it, grabbing things. I will say that when the top shuts, it's very loud if you just let it bang. So I've been trying to learn to kind of lightly and gently let it down. And then we have my little Lazy Susan with all of my liquids. So as you can see, I made those labels. I have one that says acetone, prep, alcohol. I put hand sanitizer in here. I'm thinking, because right now I'm using this wipe to wipe the dispersion layer off my top coat, but I'm thinking I will make my own wipe solution, and I'm going to make this one and make a label that says wipe on it. My picture that is hanging there that I absolutely love. I'm very happy I put that there. And then my polish racks, nothing changed, but I did move my Swatch sticks. Now, one thing that I noticed was, because when I pull my vacuum up over my desk, it actually hit the Swatch sticks that were hanging here. So I am going to have to leave that one empty, but you know what? You just live and you learn, and I still like them over there better and really like having that picture there. So let's get into these drawers here. I am going to zoom out a little bit. So the top drawer is the one that I reorganized the most. I have all of my Swatch sticks, but these are for the Swatch sticks. I have my extra tips back here, all of my core powders that I use on a regular basis, my little ochre button, and all of my files. And I just have some of the empty jars back there, and that's silk. Getting into the second drawer, I didn't film this one, but I opened it after and was trying to figure out a way to configure those containers, because I had 2 more of these, or 3 more of the smaller ones and 1 larger one, but I could not fit them in here. The larger one just would not fit on this side with this in it. I tried taking this out and seeing if I could somehow organize the items that are in here better, but I did utilize one of them, and all that's in here are like little they're like little gel or acrylic molds, and then I have other just like little items that I really don't use, or things that clients have brought to put in their nails. And all of my Swarovski crystals are here, and then I just have some random non-Swarovski crystals and caviar beads, things like that. So what is in here is chromes and flakes. So these are all chromes, and these are also chromes. I generally reach for this case the most. And then underneath here are different, I have some gold flakes from Glitter Mix Canada, which I love. So I have those, and then I have some like a bunch of chameleon flakes and chrome flakes, so like gold, silver, yes, pink, bunch of things from eBay, just different flakies. I've got my Joann's Angel Flakes here. So these are chromes and flakes. I would say that's what's all in this container. And you know, I actually really like this container the way that it is, so that's why I just chose not to change it. I went back and forth about it, and I just decided not to change it. So that drawer stays the same pretty much. And these ones I did not touch. These are all of my acrylics. So I have all of my Glam and Glitz in here, and then a few other sort of random ones on the side. And then these are all my custom mix acrylics. So I have glitters, solid colors, purples, and pinks. And in the back, I just have a couple of other extra jars. They're the large ones. So I mentioned in my other desk tour video that I just used some of this cardboard. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is, but kids use it for projects at school. I got a big, large sheet of it from the dollar store, and I just cut it so that it fit on the sides of my drawers. And that way I can have everything so they don't slide around. So everything fits perfectly. I stacked 3 pieces in the back because I did not like when my stuff would slide in the back and then I had to try to dig for it and couldn't reach it. So these containers here actually fit quite perfectly on top of the stacked ones. And then nothing slides around. So these are all the purple and the pinks. The next drawer would be reds, yellows, greens, blues. I have one that I made and I haven't done a swatch for it yet. Actually, that needs to come out so that I do a swatch for it. And so basically how it works is when I make a new one, like that one that I just had, I will, use one of these jars. I make the new color and then I will add it to the end. So I have them all numbered and I will add it to the end and then add it to the swatch stick. So I still have room to grow in that drawer. I still have room to grow in here. So this is like gold, silvers, taupes and tans and blacks, grays and whites and iridescents, all those kind of glitters and solid colors. And that is it, you guys. All right, guys, if you made it all the way to the end, kudos to you. And let me just say thank you for sticking around because this video was crazy. I felt like when I was filming it, I was all over the place. I talked about it to Talia one day. It took forever. I had over 5.5 hours of footage that I needed to break down into trying to get to like a maximum of an hour. I did go over the time a little bit, but I got down to pretty much an hour. And honestly, I'm so happy with the room. I do not think that I will be touching it or changing anything for a long time. I feel like everything looks really nice. I feel like everything is functioning so much better for me. I have labels on everything. I do have a few things that I still have to do in regards to swatch sticks, and we're always reorganizing little things here and there, but I absolutely love it. I'm so happy with it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please share it with someone else. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And as always, guys, have an amazing day.